So counting is still underway, but Donald Trump has come out to claim that he's won the election, although votes are still being counted in several states. Addressing the media, Trump repeated his claim that he's won this election, also complained of corruption and fraud in the mail-in ballots without giving any evidence to back his claim. Trump also promised more lawsuits to stop counting in battleground states. While he was addressing the media, three prominent U.S. media networks even cut away from his speech, claiming that Trump was misleading Americans. Twitter, on the other hand, has continued its exercise of flagging off several of Trump's tweets, particularly those on the counting process and mail-in ballots, referring to them as misleading. The Trump campaign has filed the latest lawsuit in Nevada alleging an electoral malpractice. They have already lost lawsuits in Michigan and Georgia, where they raised a similar plea. In the lawsuit that was filed in Pennsylvania, the court has ruled that Democrats and Republicans will have equal access to the ballot counting operations. Trump has also now gone ahead and demanded recounting of votes in Wisconsin. The Biden-Harris campaign, on the other hand, have formed a Biden Fight Fund in anticipation of pricey court battles now.
In America, the vote is sacred. It's how people of this nation express their will. And it is the will of the voters, no one, not anything else, that chooses the President of the United States of America. So each ballot must be counted. And that's what we're going to see going through now. And that's how it should be.
If you count the legal votes, I easily win. If you count the illegal votes, they can try to steal the election from us. If you count the votes that came in late, we're looking at them very strongly, but a lot of votes came in late. I've already decisively won many critical states, including massive victories in Florida, Iowa, Indiana, Ohio. To name just a few, we won these and many other victories despite historic election interference from big media, big money, and big tech. And the pollsters got it knowingly wrong. They got it knowingly wrong. We think we will win the election very easily. We think there's going to be a lot of litigation because we have so much evidence, so much proof, and it's going to end up perhaps at the highest court in the land. We'll see. But we think there'll be a lot of litigation because we can't have an election stolen like this. It's not a question of who wins, Republican, Democrat, Joe, myself. We can't let that happen to our country. We can't be disgraced by having something like this happen.
Senior journalist Aviruk Sen is joining us live from Texas. We also have our foreign affairs editor Geeta Mohan with us. Aviruk, to you first. Good evening. At this point, we're still awaiting the results, but a lot of legal developments also taking place. You've got the Trump campaign team essentially making their strategy very, very clear here, filing one lawsuit after another. Do you think now it's very, very clear that his strategy is going to be to go to the Supreme Court?
Yes, I mean, if you can call it a strategy in the first place, because a lot of this stuff is completely frivolous and will get thrown out at much lower levels. And there's absolutely no merit. I mean, no legal professional of any standing has come out and said that there is some merit in what Donald Trump says, because really what he's asking for is stopping the counting of ballots in places where he is winning and increasing the pace of the count of the ballots in place where he feels that he can make up some ground. So it's a bizarre set of circumstances, and it's typical of Trump. I mean, what I feel is that this is sort of the last throes of an administration, and that, you know, his sort of rent-free lease on the White House is now over. He's desperately trying to hang on.
Yeah, and I think we all expected this. Even before the counting happened, there was a lot of talk about how he could go ahead and approach the Supreme Court and take this legal route. Geeta, how do things stand at this point as far as the counting goes in several of these key swing and battleground states?
Well, very close. Biden has inched closer in all those states where Trump had a very comfortable lead. So like Aviruk said, it's only a matter of time that Trump would have to see the writing on the wall and and would have to vacate the White House. But having said that, it is not going to be an easy one. There's a lot of nuisance value added to this election, all more so because of all the allegations, the accusations that have been thrown, not just at the opposition, the challenging team over here, which is the Biden team, but also into the thrown at the entire electoral system and the process. While it is a complicated process, and we have Akshita been discussing that all through the couple of days where since the counting began, but the fact of the matter is that it is a decision of the people that Trump will have to respect, and will have to respect the system as well. And like Aviruk said, most of the suits would get quashed or thrown out in the lower courts. So the chances of these cases being heard or being taken to the Supreme Court are very few and very dismal. So Team Biden very confident over here. But like again, we were discussing earlier, for the legal suits also, Kamala Harris and the Biden team have already tweeted out links asking for funds, collecting funds, not just because they need the funds, but also it's messaging that the country needs to come together to fight such allegations and accusations.
So it looks like we're all set to see this now move to the courts as well, which we're already in fact witnessing because of the lawsuits that have been filed in different states. Geeta and Aviruk, appreciate you for joining us on this broadcast.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.